I got rid of him. He's gone. He ran out, and it's me now. This is my show. It's all about toys, right? And it's about adults who have toys like this. And can he bring on more toys, right? Do it now. Do it now. Stop delaying. Right, look, stop. Can you stop being rude to people, please? It wasn't the bear, it was me speaking. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, researchers. Sorry. But look, that does release the child in a person, doesn't it, to be able to
Certainly did with you.
I just think that, can we do it again? Can we do it every day? What's wrong with an adult having a toy? That's what we're discussing. Toys like these. You've got one, I think, that makes a noise now. Do we get it to operate it?
This is Lilo and Stitch. Sells really, really well, apparently.
Yeah. You're doing that better than I did. That's for sure. Albie, have you got a toy there?
I do have a toy. I have one of these, but actually, what I wanted to bring, because we've all seen this now, Carrie's done it and it's wonderful, but still talking. Gosh, he's over-talking.
Yeah.
How rude of you, Lila.
Yeah,
very, very rude.
Like Anne Widdecombe.
Yes, but I actually brought my childhood teddy bear. So it's very old. I think it's 30 years old. I think my mum bought it for me when I was a baby. It has been washed, by the way, so don't worry. It doesn't smell like baby from 30 years ago. But I brought this teddy bear in because we're talking about adults and cuddly toys. Yes. So I still have this cuddly toy in my bedroom.
Do you in your bed or bedroom?
Not in my bed, just in my bedroom on a shelf.
We need to get the picture of Prince Andrew's bears because that was a thing that suddenly all adults thought, no, that's too... Because he had a thing where he would give a rocket to his maids if they arranged his bears the wrong way. Wow. And a lot of them had sailor outfits on as well. And they were on his bed, and if they weren't arranged right, he would give them a telling off. So we're asking if adults with cuddly toys are sweet or sad. That's our question. 0207 862 2222. Because it's not just kids who'll be playing with toys this Christmas. A growing number of adults are buying them for themselves. Over 18s looking for a nostalgic escape, dubbed kidults, account for 1 in 5 toy and game sales. They've spent over £630 million in the past year. And as Albie says, he's got his childhood toy still with him. And the top plush toys for Christmas are these. What are they called? These things now? They've got a name.
It's almost like a ventriloquist thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've come on a lot in the last 30 years.
Are these called little live pets?
These are the ones that you really want the batteries to run out quick.
Right. Now this one. This is. Okay, this is weird, right? I've literally not seen this before. I thought I was just having a look. It seems to have actually, the egg has broken here. It's literally come, oh, I see. Okay, this is obviously
you birth it. You're meant to birth it.
Oh, so you open it yourself.
It's coming out.
This is where the manufacturers are watching, going, what on earth are you doing to our toy?
No, but I'm suddenly, childhood is back. Mum, thanks, Mum. I don't know. What happens now? Does it just sit there?
There must be an on button underneath, come on.
God, no, the police will come in and shoot it in a minute. Susie in Sheffield, are you an adult with a toy?
Oop.
I'm not. Sounds a bit rude, Jeremy, but no.
What? Straight over my head. Straight over my head.
I actually sell teddy bears, little jockey bears. They're for recording memories. And I'm there sort of giving the pitch to people. And a lot of adults will say to me, are these just for kids? Yeah. Because I like the idea myself. And I'll say, no, not at all. There are loads of adults who have little travel bears and memory bears and little companions. And yeah, people have sort of excused themselves as though it's like, oh, I feel a bit ashamed because I like the idea of having one of these little bears myself. So yeah, it's not just for kids.
There's nothing. I mean, this thing I don't know if you see this thing I'm handling with the big eyes. It looks like an anime or whatever they call them, cartoon. But it won't hatch properly, and it's so. Oh!
It has now.
Thanks, Susie. Oh, it's got a button. Wait a minute. This is.
Graceful hatching.
Nothing going on there at all. Right. Thank you, Susie. Pat in London, are you an adult with a Are you an adult who likes a teddy bear?
Yeah, good morning. Your show is getting better and better every day.
I was worried about that, yeah.
It's absolutely, in fact, I'll be writing to get you a BAFTA or something, because the show is improving all the time. It's serious, it's funny, and you're a great entertainer. And the thing is that you're very, very talented and highly intelligent, and you're doing Trump, and your director was right to say this morning to do Trump again. But to get to the subject, it's in everybody's mind. I've no problem with people having toys. I will tell you something that you might think is funny. I bought it. I like it. But anyway, Pat Jennings here in London.
Pat Jennings, of course.
Pat Jennings in London.
Yeah.
The thing is, when I got married, first of all, to my dear wife, I bought her a toy. Yeah. And she's turned to me and says, "Thank you very much, Pat Jennings," she says to me, "but I don't need a cuddly toy because I have you," she said.
What did you say? You don't need the toy?
She said that I was her cuddly toy, so I don't buy her anymore. But I think it's fantastic, people having toys, and I mean, it's not sad and it's not sweet. I mean, it is sweet for people, and it's not sad. It's wonderful. I think it's fantastic. But I mean, your show, I mean, I'm just watching you here on television, Jeremy, and I tell you what, we have to get you a BAFTA. The show has to
don't, because we wouldn't dream of any recognition of that sort. Thank you very much, Pat. Well, do you know what?
Was that your agent?
Pat rang in yesterday. We've got a couple of callers this week who've been on every day. Sharon in Staffordshire, you were going to do 5 in a row, and what's happened? What's different about these toys is that they do things, and that's the big... I'm sorry, Albie, but your teddy bear doesn't actually perform. I'm so sorry.
But this is all you need.
What
you don't need all of that modern stuff. All you need is a nice, fluffy, cuddly toy that doesn't do anything and is never going to electrocute you.
They're replacement pets, aren't they? That you don't have to feed them or walk them, but you can just turn the batteries on and they play. It's a bit like having a cat that
Okay, watch this. Watch this.
Hello.
Come in close. We need this. Maddie on 4. No, 1. There we are. That's it. There's no more. Oh, there is. It's called Fur Real Peanut, the Playful Monkey. And it costs how much, do you think?
Oh,
50
that's
quid?
going to be 70
Oh, come
or
on.
80 quid.
90. 90?
Yeah.
90. Gosh. Jane in Durham, we're loving this item. We're loving this item, Jane.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a funny story about my teddy. He used to travel everywhere with me.
Yeah.
And we went on a holiday to South Africa to meet my future husband's parents.
Yeah.
And went down to the Cape for a few days. And I left my teddy there by mistake. And got very upset about having to leave him. So my husband got in contact with a friend of his who was a pilot and arranged for my teddy to get a taxi to the airport in Cape Town from the hotel.
Brilliant.
A plane ride to Johannesburg, and then Johannesburg to Heathrow, and then from Heathrow a taxi to my house. And each person who'd taken him added a little note. So I've got the teddy now with all the people who transported him and wrote a little note saying he'd been a good boy travelling on his own.
Nice. That's really nice. When you're a parent of young kids and they have a toy, you suddenly realise the jeopardy, don't you? You relate to this.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And the key thing is you've got to buy an exact copy before that moment happens where you leave it in a different country. Because they will never be comforted.
You've also got to wear and tear it so they don't realise when you give them that secondary teddy bear that it's brand new. Because we had to do this with my sister. She was very attached with a blanket. And my mum had to basically have a spare one that she put in the washing machine all the time. Yeah. And then it was...
I think there's a limit on numbers. I think if I was an adult and I had 1, 2, 3, 4, fine. Look at this, though. This is Prince Andrew's bed. And you can see Teddy holding heart, Teddy with necklace, hippo in middle of blanket. This is where he insists on them being positioned.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he has actually more than that.
I wonder what Fergie said when she first saw that.
Well, maybe they all arrived after Fergie left. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It just is that thing of, is there something awry?
But that's too much.
What,
I
by
think.
having cuddly toys? By
As
putting
an
them in specific
adult.
places, maybe?
That's too much.
Before we move on, let's have a look at some of your beloved cuddly toys. Chris from Yorkshire's 53. He says he bought this chap from, brilliant, the Royal British Legion just last week. That is a fantastic one. So this is Viga's teddy, named Rodney. Straight up and down, nice suit, nothing to see here. No ears. No ears? Fran said she caved and brought a giant elf recently, couldn't put it in the shopping trolley, doesn't matter. Jess, who works on the show, says she's 24 and here are her teddies. Sleeps with those 2 teddies and there's someone else in the room as well. So it doesn't matter how old you are, you can enjoy your cuddly toys. We give you permission, as we have today.